Hello, it's Barbara Borck Hart, and we're back in my studio in Milford, Connecticut. Fall has arrived, the leaves are falling, it's getting colder, so here we are. I've started another painting. This is oil on paper, and it has a grid as the basis which is holding it together. This is one performer from the circus. You may recognize some of the images. I've rechanged their order and moved them around. These are what I call boxes of time. So this is happening in one time slot, and a little bit later she's twirling around, and a little bit later she's dropping right off the grid onto the ground. Now this is oil paint, very thinly done, very blocked in. And this is the beginning part of the work. So you get this circular feeling with a grid divided. She is floating down fabric, turning around, and then continuing to turn and dropping down. The areas of light are where she's illuminated by the spotlight, and the areas of blue are where you see the tent in darkness behind her. I'm going to work on this today. There's some things that need to be changed, like this part isn't right, and I have to define the area in back of the grid. The aerialist, one aerialist going through a sequence from here to here to here, exposed in a brilliant spotlight, is finished. Here's the top of the tent, and here she is coming through it. The grid is breaking up the boxes of time. So we go from here to here to here. You get this very circular motion that pulls you around. Now these are not very realistic poses. They're more gestural with a lot of activity, so you feel the sweep of the fabric, the fluidity of her hair, and the force of her just jetting down to the ground. We're going to go in for a close-up so I can really see what's going on. We're going to move in to the top figure in the center under the spotlight, where she's leaning on her back, getting ready to flip over. You can see it's the gesture of the figure and how she's twisting and turning. The rope, the scarf, is wrapping around her midsection, going under her shoulders and dropping down. First we go to the right, the left, sorry, where she's twirling. Her hair is spinning, her arm is stretched out, the other arm is leaning right across, throwing the rest of the fabric downwards. And here is the third figure, shimmying right down the fabric towards the ground. You feel the energy. And it's exposed in the grid so that you see each sequence or part of the same sequence separately. So it all comes together. Her actions are illuminated by a spotlight. Looks different from the first performance piece of the Aerialist. where it almost looked like there was a troupe of aerialists. This is one person going through the sequence. I hope you liked it. It is oil on paper. And I think we're going to do some more circus pieces.